Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good?
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
ちなみに
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
ぜひお願いしよう。
Mm-hmm.
おー、めっちゃいい笑顔。かわいい。おー、いいじゃない。美女が迎えじゃないですか、ヨークさん。
I've been sheriff here for a long time now. And this is the worst murder I've ever
いや、
seen.
食いながら喋ってる
Our
すげえ。
town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
平和なのか。
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned.
たわいもないものじゃないだろ、絶対。
The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his
いや、
house. He cleaned the
食事
skulls
中
up and。
食
used
事
them as
中。
utensils in his daily life
おい、おい、
to eat
おい、
from
空気読
or
め。
as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
食欲なくすだろ。
He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum,
やっぱ。
and he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state
食欲なくしちゃってんじゃん、みん
in
な。
the court case.
Oh, man.
食欲
For
だ。
me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the
お
skull.
前も十分異常だよ。
Well, that is one thing.
ヨーク。ヨーク。
Those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me.
あんた十分今の話をしてるあんたも不潔だよ。
Not sanitary.
そんな問題じゃん。
That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else?
他には、そうだ
Ah,
な。
yes. An ingenious
エ
law
イトがその
school
法知
student
識で
raped
800件以上
over
のレイプを隠蔽していたんだ。
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear any more? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily.
エミリー、そんなことはな
The
い。
cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan.
大賀捜査官の
We
言う
work
通
day and night to preserve peace and order in this town.
り。珍しく意見があったね。
You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more
まあ食欲なくさせたのはよくだけどね。
Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night then.
誘わなければよかったとエミリー思ってたんじゃないかな。よし。いや、まあ、よしっつったってな、労働が終わんなきゃ何にもできねえ。おう。いや、出てきたのはいいんだけど、車どこ？あ、あった。近くにカードあるけど取れるのかなあれ。ちょっと行ってくるか。こっからじゃいけねえ。違う。久々で操作をちょっと忘れてな。Y でライトね。よし。さーて気をつけてやんねえと絶対ぶつけっかんな、俺。ちょっとずつ押しながらやっていこう。これもまた、視点移動がすごい。危ない。あったカード。これまあ勝手に止めてくれっからいいけどね。いい感じの場所に。あれだよな。リリー・イングラム。えい。じゃあ帰ろう。ホテルへ。まあ多分なんもないでしょ。よし。帰ってきたな。またなんか DVD の話してくれよくは。
Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat later.
まあこのもう一人の実家のザックってのに話しかけるのがヨークのもう癖みたいなもんだよな。まあこのザックがね、後々ね、すごいね、状況っていうかなんて言えばいいんだね、この物語のね、鍵を握ってるからね。そう、ただの二重人格じゃないっていう。あ、ネタバレしてた。
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress.
First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip with metal dust, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
That's right, a broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods.
That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything? Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
Hmm?
What do you think she was holding on to?
Relief だっけ
That's right. A round object. The marks on her hand suggest a peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These two could well be related. But we don't know for sure.
まあまだまだ始まったばっかりだしな。
Next, townfolk.
それに林住人
A few are worthy of special attention.
中でも気になる人物だ。
Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner.
トーマ
She's
スの妹
Thomas's
ね。
sister.
キャロル。
Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry.
ハリーはね。
Both will be
わけわ
tough
か
to
んねえ。
crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking. One of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during
そんなき
investigations.
ゃ。
Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange.
エミリーの背中に何かを感じた。
Sad almost. It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
なんか俺がこのゲーム久しぶりにやってからの、まあタイトル変わってからね。そうだ。なんかめっちゃ雨降ってる気がするんだよな。なんか俺が前にPS3 でやった時はそんなに雨降んなかった気がするんだけどさ。こいつが出てきた。いかにも怪しいよな、この時点でな。まあ大してやってないからそんな金は増えねえだろうけどさ。まあね、いかにも怪しいよね、今のがね。ここになんか久しぶりに来たな、ここ。よう、双子。
Are you thirsty?
ん
You must be very thirsty. You only take milk with your coffee? Coffee with milk. That's all.
おい、アンナアナの横にキャロル
Who are you?
じゃねえな。キャロルじゃ
My
ねえ
name
や。ベッキーか。
is Becky.
一瞬キャロル見てた。キャロルあれか。上げてるもんね、髪ね。ベッキー・エイムズ。アンナの親
What are
友。
you doing here?
ミス・ピンヒールか、この人か。
My name is Becky.
Anna's friend?
アンナの親友の
My name is Becky.
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Take a sip of coffee and go.
なんだよ命令しやがってこいつら。リアルのこの二人の双子の方がまだ可愛げがあるわ。めちゃくちゃ可愛げあるよ。何？あ、いてる？で、双子もいなくなる。ほんとマジこの空間は何なの？ロリポップキャンディー。エピソード2のパート1ってなんだよ。ロリポップキャンディーとチョコチップ、クッキー。拾いそうなものはないな。じゃあ行くか。あれ反応しねえ。どうやら鍵がかかっていないけど、いや相手なもそうだろうよ。スモールマウスバス。まあ俺が、まあラージマウスだけどね、普段俺が釣ってんのはね。出た。赤から急に白くなって。
That's me.
だよね、これは私だ。
That's me when it happened.
あの時の私。どの時の私。ずいぶんでっかいベッドに寝てるよね、よく。
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us. I do not know how yet, but I do know I need some coffee.
ほんとコーヒー好きだな。
George said he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
とりあえず着替えるか。着替えて、これはクリーニングに出しといて、でヒゲ剃ろう。何よりヒゲ伸びまくってる。多分確かここで風呂場だよな、ここな。広いよな、ほんとこれ。これトイレだと思うけどさ。ほら、トイレだ。トイレだ、これは。この部屋めちゃくちゃ広いよね。これ風呂でしょ？浴槽でしょ？めっちゃ広いよね。で、シャワー室。でもこれ、あれなんだね。浴槽とシャワーって別なんだね、向こうってね。よし、髭を剃ろう。あら、すっきりした。いや、いつの間にか伸びてたね、よく。このゲームね、知らないうちに伸びてっからね。気がつくとつうか全然気がつかないんだよ。
Whoa there!
なんだ？ああ、いたよ。おーっとつって。
Did you need something?
何か用かな？ダルメシアンだ。かわいい。
No, I was just passing by. I didn't think anybody else was here other than Polly. The door opening like that it surprised me, that's all.
フォレスト・ケイス。植木のセールスマン。
I'm Kaysen, Forrest Kaysen. Nice to meet you. I travel a whole lot, you see, selling tree saplings. Just the usual salesman doing the usual road trip. Sometimes I feel, I don't know, like a jolly old bumblebee spreading pollen.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I get it. You're the special agent Scarface that everyone's yakking about. Nice to meet you, Francis.
Special Agent Scarface? I'd need a bigger scar to live up to that name. Call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
What? You got it. York.
Is this your first visit here, then?
No, sir. Actually, I've been coming here once or twice a year for, a while now. I don't get much business here, but it sure does make a fine vacation. I mean, it's a gorgeous hotel at a bargain price. It's so relaxing in these parts, too. Oh, I just love all the nature. I feel so relaxed here. Say hi to Willie. Oh, don't worry, he's a good boy. Do you like dogs?
Hey, Willie. How are you doing?
おとなしくていい子だね。
He's pretty smart, too. Oops, before I forget, let me give you this. It's just a sample.
Ah,
of what I
Kayuki.
said.
Thank you. How kind of you.
どっから出した？
So, what brings the old FBI out here?
常に抱えてんの
Sounds
か
like
よ。
more than just a vacation.
A murder, actually. The perpetrator is still out there. Try to stay indoors at night and during the rain. We want to prevent it from happening again, okay?
Oh, it's a darn shame. Places like this used to be the safest in America.
Could I ask you something? Do you know a lot about seeds?
Seeds? Gardening, huh? You don't look like a green thumb, but let me tell you though, I'm pretty much the only one who can make those saplings sprout. There's a trick to it that can't really be passed on, you know? It's like, the secret of making a good smoked ham, something like that. But you know, once they sprout, you don't need to do much. You can leave it be, and why, it'll turn into a big tree no matter what happens. Kind of like those stocks that politicians buy that just keep growing and growing. Well,
例えがすげえ
just
な。
wait and see. This town is gonna love them. Right. We were just about to go take a morning stroll, so I'll get going. Good luck now with that case.
Thanks.
Zach, do you remember what the coffee said? Forrest Kaysen. F.K.
This show has just begun.
もう、よくも怪しいとは思ってんだよね、この時はな。まあ、とりあえずコーヒー占いもう一回やるか。ケイスンが出てきたからな。
Breakfast looks as good as yesterday's.
サンドイッチだよね。
I hope you enjoy it.
I will, and thank you. I just met Kaysen, actually.
Ah, good old Mr. Kaysen. Did he give you a sapling?
As a matter of fact, he did. Don't tell me he gives one to everyone he meets.
No, no. Only to the people he feels comfortable with. He told me. He
植
must
木じゃねえな、
feel
苗木か。
comfortable with me.
俺植木って呼んでたな。
Is there anyone he
苗木をもら
hasn't
ってる
given a
人はいるのかい？
sapling
Mustard? Okay, I'll just get
い
it
や、
from the kitchen
いや、
then.
マスタードなんて一言も言ってない。
Mustard has nothing to do with it. I was wondering if you know of anyone that Kaysen didn't give a sapling to.
Oh, too much pepper. I did think
言
it
っ
might
てない、
be
言ってない、
onstar.
言ってない、言ってない。
Ah, Zach, I forgot. We'll never get anything out of her, will we?
ああ、やめといた方がいいよ。
Forrest Kaysen. He's hiding something. You think so too, right, Zach?
But no need to rush. All secrets are hidden until they are inevitably divulged. The powers of entropy. The world exposes everything and causes chaos. Just like this coffee.
「相変わらず漢字で読み間違いがすげえな、俺も。読めなかったり。苗木を植木って呼んじゃうんだからな、俺。だってジョージがな、迎え来てくれるんでしょ、ジョージ。おう、ジョージ。おう、ジョージ。 外にいるのかな。トーマスのビスケット。うまそうだよな、これ。チョコチップクッキーもうまそう。土砂降りの中、ご苦労様です。ご苦労様です、お二人さん。
Morning, George. Dreamland.
ああ、だってこんな口が回んないの、俺。
You look well rested. Oh, I was up practically all night doing paperwork. Thomas helped me out, so I was able to go home and get some sleep, but not enough.
Diane got back into town late last night. We should give her a visit.
Which means going to the art gallery, correct?
She lives and works in the office there, so it's the only place to find her. The gallery is open from 10 to 1700.
Time for some art appreciation. Cultural activity in such a small countryside town.
さあ、
Amazing.
10時ぴったしだね。まあでもね、これ多分この先長くなると思うからね、まあこの辺でちょっと今回やめとこうか。まあホラー要素全くなかったけど、まあ今回はここまでにしましょう。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。また次回の動画でお願いします。よければチャンネル登録お願いします。ではでは。